Okay guys, tips and tricks for lettuce. And as you guys can see, this lettuce is doing pretty great. This is my red wing lettuce blend. And I loved growing this. This was my first time growing it this year. And what a joy was it. And we've been cutting and coming back. So let's talk about a couple things about the lettuce. One, lettuce does better overall when you plant it in cooler temperatures. Okay. And from what I hear, if a lettuce can go through a frost, it actually ends up tasting sweeter. That was not what happened here. We actually planted this lettuce pretty late. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been sometime February, March. I'll go ahead and let you guys know for sure. But we planted it pretty late, and I was kind of afraid that it wasn't going to do well. Okay, but this lettuce has done awesome. And what I know about lettuce is a great percentage of lettuce is made of water. So of course, what does it want? It wants water. And so we make sure we get out here and we water this every day. This particular bed is in an area where it will get morning sun, but toward the evening it'll kind of get, a little bit more shade, a little less sun. So it's actually been thriving in this area because it gets a lot of sun. It gets several hours of sun, but then it also has time to kind of have some shaded hours. So one of the tips that I wanted to give you guys is growing onions in your lettuce bed. If you guys have noticed, there is not any holes in this lettuce from things eating it up. There's not a lot of pests in here because that onion is going to work. And I really just dove in and I planted onion all in between the lettuce, and the lettuce is just growing up around it. So that's one of my tips. Plant it in a sunny spot, but not too sunny. Make sure it gets a little bit of shade in there and it'll look a lot better. Also, plant some onion in there to keep out those pests. And lots of water. And then hopefully you guys can get what you see here, which is some nice flourishing lettuce. Also, I don't know if a lot of people know about lettuce, and of course, farmers know these things, but lettuce is one of those vegetables where you can cut and come again. So if you guys can see, let's see if we have here some of these smaller lettuces where they're next to big lettuce. It's some of those areas where I cut for some salads and it's growing back. It looks like it's never been cut. It just looks like the plant is younger than the bigger plant. So it's one of those vegetables, one of those plants where you can cut and then come again for lots more salads. If you guys are wondering, today is, I believe, May 6th. I'll show you guys later. I think it's May 6th, and it is very sunny where we are. The temperatures have been getting in the 80s, and the lettuce is still doing really great because I've been making sure I stay on top of those waterings. And like I said, it does get some shaded hours, and most of the time people will not grow lettuce during this time. I think this is part of what's helping this do very good is the fact that it was planted way earlier. And I'll check and see if maybe people in other growing zones are starting to grow it right here, but grow it right now. But we are actually in zone 9A, and I am surprised that this lettuce is still going strong and it's not kind of burnt out and singed. So we'll continue to let this bed keep going as long as it will allow us to. And that's my tips and tricks on lettuce.